I'm a child of God. David stood for a long time just a few minutes ago. Kim and I both watched him, waiting for him to just walk. We thought he would take a step, his first steps. He walks with his walker everywhere. He throws himself back with no fear. He dives forward to crawl and to get wherever he wants. He just goes after it. He has no idea he is so close to walking and moving way faster than he is now. Which, by the way, is not slow. He's super fast. And he has no idea about bikes and cars and trains and planes and spaceships. I imagine this is what it must be like for God watching me right now. If I really think about it, I'm not fully committed. We hired a babysitter to watch David from 8 to 2 on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. During that time, I believe I can meet minimum expectation at work. I'm not right now. I watch David on Thursdays. Today I watched him. I let him sleep so I could go to work. Although I didn't set an alarm myself and didn't do my morning routine. David's wake time is 7:30. I was barely up by then. No bike, no shower, no breakfast. Nothing yet. No prayer time, no planning time. I started off behind the 8 ball. By 3 p.m., I only had 22 dials on the day. David had just gotten up from his nap as I booked my second demo. Not bad considering the number of dials, but nowhere near the 150 and 4 booked. At minimum, where I should have been by then. My team lead, Chris Keefe, was on time to our one-on-one at 3. I said BRB to go change David. That gave him time to wander and check my stats. 22 dials! He immediately challenged me, letting me know that we would not be reviewing the demos I sent him. He said I need to book more before any call reviews on demos. But that this effort, as well as a lack of communication with him on taking an hour to make my first dial after our morning meeting, I was changing David and giving him a bottle. That if it happened again, I'd be terminated. This was a terminable offense. He asked how we could make sure this doesn't happen again. I'm realizing I cannot make it this way. I need to put my money where my mouth is. I convinced my dad to loan me money on the promise that I would be doing all that I could to ensure that I was learning as quick as possible and practicing and seeking feedback and coaching and doing all I could to get up to speed to crush this role. If I could start over, I told the new class when they asked me on a seat ride, I would dial more, think less, study harder, obsess over improvement, study calls, seek coaching, role play daily. If I could do it all over again. The reality is, I am. I'm being given that opportunity, that second chance now. I convinced Ethan that I would have a sitter for David and fully commit to being on my dials and demos. And we did hire a sitter, which actually turned out way better than expected, but only from 8 to 2. And only Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. In my mind, I'm believing I can make it happen in that time. And I can. But I'm taking an hour and a half right now on a 15-minute demo. It's not realistic right now. I convinced Dad and Ethan, but not myself yet. I must commit. The reality is, I have 8 to do just in case I miss. That's no way to win. Commit. Jump. The only way to walk is to let go and take the step. Even if you fall, you took a step. Soon you'll run. And the same can be said about riding a bike. The same principle applies to riding a bike. You fall right over if you don't pedal. If you don't let go, if you don't get to rolling, you fall right over. It's time to let go. It's time to have faith. It's time to trust God. It's time to trust myself. I am ready.